Happy New Year, everybody. I was thinking where to start. Where to start was the first video for 2022. So I'm going to be cliche and talk about something that many of you are thinking as you're kicking off the new year is physical exercise and getting more fit and getting healthier through more physical fitness activity. Very common New Year resolution, right? And I want to give you an additional motivation for doing it, or additional insight about how and why it's important. It's actually going through tough workouts, so having tough physical training doesn't make you just physically fit. It makes you more mentally fit. So how so? Apparently, it develops more empathy. Yeah. So believe it or not. So how come? We are all born with different settings for empathy. Some people more empathetic than others to begin with. But obviously, compassion and empathy can be learned and trained through our experiences because we're able, as we now luckily know, to rewire our neural circuitry in the brain and how we regulate our emotions. So one of the things that made me more empathetic to other people's experiences is going through tough experiences myself. So early in life, it was very hard for me to understand people who were going through mental health challenges and depression. After going through those challenges myself, I'm now a lot more empathetic to people who have that experience. So, but we cannot possibly have all different ranges of experience to be empathetic with others if we're not that high on empathy to begin with. So one of the ways to become more empathetic towards human suffering is actually physical exercise. So the more we put our physical bodies through suffering, which requires mental resilience as well, the more empathetic we become. And that's very interesting to me. I had no idea. So, and I'm drawn to endurance sports, right? I get a lot of fulfillment and, great experience being a marathon runner, doing long distance triathlons. So it was I was tropistically drawn to those challenging physical experiences. And I wondered that maybe it was partially because I kind of knew I needed that. I needed that to overcome something, and definitely made me a lot more empathetic. And so that's an interesting fact I want to share with you today. As I was thinking about it, I thought, what's about military training? Because it's a tough physical training, but it desensitizes, now I cannot say it, desensitizes you, right? Because you're supposed to go to, military combat and be able to viscerally and emotionally and mentally withstand human suffering, right? So, well, that's very different because actually military physical training is quite different. It desensitizes you. It disconnects you from your body more than connecting you with your body. So while you're exercising, while you're engaging in new physical activity and training, notice that you are connecting to yourself while you're doing it. You're not doing things to your body and you're listening to music and toughing it out, that you're actually connecting with yourself. you embodying, like you feeling your muscles, like you leaning into your pain, almost like transcending it rather than like resisting it and, um, getting through a tough workout by actually kind of like disconnecting from your body. Okay. So that's a very, very important differentiation. Doing the physical activity that connects you to yourself and makes you embody, you know, feel yourself more present, versus disconnects and toughing you out. You're not preparing for military combat. And people who come back from military combat have to go through serious psychological reintegration to be able to connect with humans in the society, in the civil society, right? And be able to feel their emotions. So yeah, don't do crazy military training to desensitize yourself. Connect to yourself and build empathy through your physical training in the new year.